Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have another Toronto Raptor video for you. We are going to talk about why the Raptors won the Kyle Lowry trade in every way, shape, and form. Getting kind of sick about talking about Ben Simmons right now. I don't really care where he goes. I hope it's not Toronto, just for the fact being that Daryl Morey wants way too much assets, way too many players, just a whole lot of stuff. So I don't want to see Ben Simmons in the Raptors, and the only reason of that is not because of his gameplay. I saw your guys' comments. A lot of you guys are questioning his gameplay, but especially in the playoffs. But to me, he is an up-and-coming young player. I'm just sick of talking about him. I've talked about him too long in this video. So today we're going to talk about why they won the trade. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. It means a lot to me. If we could aim for 250 likes, that would be awesome. I am creeping up on 8,000 subs, so all new subscribers are greatly appreciated. I wanted to give my opinion on this because you guys know me. I live here in Chicago. I watch the Bulls. I'm a Bulls fan. I cover the Rockets. I'm a Rockets fan as well. So this is just a totally unbiased opinion. Kyle Lowry was out of Toronto anyways. Toronto is more in the, I know a lot of Raptors fans don't want to say the word rebuilding. They're more in the retooling stage right now, not necessarily championship contenders at the current moment. And it was no surprise that Kyle Lowry wanted out and he wants to go win a ring. He wants to go maximize the end of his career on a winning team. It makes sense to me. Kyle Lowry, he did the most generous move I've ever seen. He could have left Toronto and given them nothing back, and Toronto fans honestly probably still would be 100% in support of Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry didn't have to do what he did. Basically, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a sign and trade with the Miami Heat where the Raptors acquired Goran Dragic and Precious Achiuwa. What's funny is both of those two players, to me, aren't the reason that the Raptors won the Kyle Lowry trade. The reason to me that the Raptors won the Kyle Lowry trade is not only that they won a championship with Kyle Lowry, probably the best Toronto Raptor player to ever play. It's not only that. It's they got Goran Dragic, they got Precious Achiuwa, and they got Kyle Lowry out at the perfect time because he still won a championship. The team loves him. He loves Toronto. It makes sense. It's time for him to move on. It's time for him to go on to bigger and better things at this stage in his career. To me, what's so important is Fred VanVleet. This Raptors team is missing Lowry, and Lowry was their leader. He was their leader. He was their facilitator. He was their playmaker. He was their rock. He did everything for the Raptors. He was that glue guy. What are the Raptors without Kyle Lowry? In the last 10 years, they're probably not that much, or definitely not as much as they were in the last couple of years. All those consecutive playoff streaks that unfortunately just got ended here due to injuries, COVID, all that crap. But now it's someone else's turn. And the reason I'm saying this is because the old era is gone. DeMar's gone. Kyle Lowry's gone. Most of the championship roster is gone here. I want to see somebody else step up. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Pascal Siakam. I don't know if it's going to be OG. I don't know if it's going to be Fred VanVleet. But I've seen a lot of your guys' comments. I've seen a lot of your guys' tweets about people are actually 100% interested in trading away Fred VanVleet. A lot of people were actually okay with Fred VanVleet for Ben Simmons, not necessarily just a straight up swap, but something of that. Giving up Fred VanVleet to get a player, a superstar-ish caliber guy like Ben. I'm not in that boat. I disagree completely, and it's a little biased because Fred VanVleet was born in Rockford, and that is not that far away from me. But to me, this is a huge year for Fred. To me, Fred is a proven, experienced basketball player that just didn't get enough credit because he's not their main option, right? He wasn't Kyle Lowry. He wasn't Pascal Siakam. He's just kind of in the background. You look at Fred's stats, and they speak for themselves. And then you watch Fred play, and you're like, wow, he passes the eye test. He is a very, very underrated defender. In fact, I think he is a very good point guard defender. And so to me, I'm not in the camp that wants to trade Fred VanVleet. I really am not. I want to see if he can take a leap, because I know he's already a good basketball player. I know he's already a championship basketball player. I want to see if he can take that leap into that all-star star type of player. Can he lead this Raptors team to the playoffs? We'll see. And I think that this year is going to be another experiment, wait and see type of season. I think the Raptors organization and their management, they want to take another year to step back, look at all the assets that they have acquired, and just see who meshes, who doesn't mesh, who looks good, who doesn't look good, and just kind of go from there. And to me, Fred VanVleet is about to have a very good season. I could see him dropping 20 points a game. I could see him dropping a handful of rebounds, and I could see him dropping 5-6 plus assists on a night-to-night basis. He's going to be starting. He's going to be that main guy, and the first month is extremely crucial. The Raptors, as I've been mentioning for weeks on weeks, they're going to be without Pascal Siakam, and somebody needs to step up. And I think it's going to be OG. I think OG will average 20 to 25 points per game with Pascal Siakam out for the first month or so. But if Fred VanVleet can show up and drop numbers like that, 20 to 25, get a couple of wins, start rallying those wins, then I think you've learned a lot. Right now, I want to know if Fred is not the cornerstone face of the franchise player, but I want to know if he is a capable point guard to lead a championship team for several seasons. And like I had just mentioned, if you ask me, I think the answer is 100% yes. I think he's already proven himself. I think he's extremely underrated. He's, like I said, he's won a championship. He can play elite defense. He can shoot the three ball. He can facilitate. He can play make. He can do a little bit of everything. He's got an extra offseason to work. The Raptors, they just kind of got a little bit embarrassed this last season. He's going to be back with a vengeance. So to me, Fred VanVleet is he's the reason that they won this trade, because not only are you getting Goran Dragic, who you are going to flip in return for either a guy like Moses Brown or just somebody of value, you also got Precious Achiuwa, who could be the starting center for the Raptors in just a handful of years, maybe even by the end of this year. If he continue, Precious Achiuwa in the Summer League looked like a completely different player than what I was. And I was already high on Precious, and now I'm even higher on him based off that Summer League performance. I want to hear you guys' comments down below. I think everyone would agree that the Kyle Lowry sign and trade made a lot of sense. It was a great showing of professionalism, but now I think it's time for guys to really step up, and I really honestly think Fred VanVleet is going to be that guy next season. If he's not, I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. Is it time to trade Fred if he doesn't step up this next season, or do you want to wait and see? I'm more in the camp of let's see what kind of value we can get for him, or at least inquire about it. So hit that like button, hit that sub button. Like I said, let's aim for at least 200 likes on today's video. Peace.